Which of the following elements are essential component of lesson learned register? So you understand lesson learned register is something which is used throughout the project. We specifically use lesson learned register during phase closure and project closures as well. And it is more associated with predictive life cycle where we keep compiling our good and bad experience so that we can learn from it. So let's look at the possible columns which we should put into lesson learned register. Option A, lesson learned reported by issue description, mitigation steps. So I would say the lesson learned looks good. Yeah, you can have a lesson learned. Reported by can also be there. Issue description, it's possible. It's possible to have issue description, that's there. Mitigation steps, maybe you can say corrective steps, future preventive steps. But the word mitigation is little risky, but it is still a candidate option. I can't rule out option A. Let's see if we have a better wordings, but option A is a good option when we talk about lesson learned register. Let's look at option B. Lesson learned, yes. Impact, looks good. Priority, we can have a priority of a lesson learned, some kind of ranking. It's a high valued lesson learned, low valued lesson learned. Categorization is a better word. Priority is usually not associated with lesson learned, but yeah, it can be there. Lesson owner, that doesn't look appropriate. Risk owner is a better term. Benefit owner is a better term. Lesson owner, it is not like the lesson is owned by someone. So very unlikely to have a lesson owner, but lesson learned, impact and priority can be there. So I would rule out option B because option A is still better than option B. So let's go with option C. Lesson learned, recommendations, category, recording date. So I would say lesson learned is good. It should be there. Recommendation. Recommendation is a better word than mitigation steps. Yeah, that's there. Category is a better word than priority. Yeah, the categorization, schedule categorization, source categorization, cost categorization, they are better word. Recording date, when we recorded this particular lesson. So I think now till ABC, C looks great. Option D, lesson learns, corrective actions, good. Risk impact, little risky. Risk impact can be there, but lesson learned, producing what kind of risk, little shaky. Lesson owner, I won't go with the lesson owner. So I can say lesson owner I can ignore. Such kind of question require continuous comparison. They will require you using elimination technique because say each organization may have a different structure for their artifacts. So we need to play based on available option. And if you see a candidate option, then you need to compare those candidate option one by one to come to the answer. You may feel it will take time, but at the same time, the question was one-liner. So sometime when the question is giving you just one line, you save time. Now you need to spend that time in comparing these options. So if you apply that comparison and elimination technique, you can find the option C looks great because it is talking about all the things which probably will be present in the lesson learned register. When we map to exam content outline, this maps to process domain task 17 because we need to talk about plan and manage project phase closure or transition. Yes, lesson learned register can get updated throughout the project, but many a time it is more associated with phase end and project closure. And that's why I'm mapping this particular task here, because in the task description, you will see the word lesson learned also in PMP exam content outline.